Happy Monday, everyone. It's a bright, sunny, wintry day here in Kimberley, so I'm trying to keep my face out of the sunbeam. We'll see how that works out. I have a very interesting topic for you today on whether or not to paint with black. Now, this is a very hot topic, and I posted yesterday regarding it, and I got a lot of good feedback already. So I'm looking forward to hearing your take on whether or not you think it's a good idea to use black or not. It's a big, big decision. Oh, there comes the sun. Um, yeah, tell me what your thoughts are because I was taught by my teacher Karen Hersey that black is not found in nature. So I want you to go outside and ponder that. I want you to study the trees and the forest floor. I want you to look out at the ocean. I want you to look at the lakes that are frozen over. Do you see black like that comes out of the tuba paint pigment, the black pigment paint? Or do you see a variation of blacks that can be made by mixing your darkest darks? The way my teacher taught me, she said to take your darkest darks and make a variety of blacks using raw umber, viridian, ultramarine blue, violet, violet deep. That will give you, if you want it to be warmer, if you want a warm black, you go more raw umber. You can throw a bit of burnt sienna or a bit of red into there and you'll have a warm black. If you want to do a cool black, you can use more ultramarine or more violet. The way I see it, you get a variety of blacks this way rather than just out of the tube. So that's how I learned to do black. And a lot of other people, there we go with this sun, a lot of other people like to use it out of the tube. And one of my other mentors and my friend Shane commented yesterday about you can get the most amazing greens by mixing yellow with the black pigment. He says you get a lot of amazing olive greens. So he suggested you play around with those and see what you can get. So yeah, if you're getting amazing greens by mixing yellow into it, that tells me that black tuba paint must primarily be blue because blue and yellow give green. I like to get a nice olive green by mixing chrome oxide, some cad yellow, and maybe a touch of raw umber. And then it seems to me that I get a bit more earthy green, but I could be wrong. So I want to know what you guys think about that. What is your favorite color when you mix with black? I want to know. Um, the other question is, can you get a dark enough dark if you don't use black? I had a friend one day post on Instagram that he had ran out of his black tube of paint and he didn't know what to do. So, of course, I gave him my opinion, which is just that it's just an opinion. And he said it kind of worked, but it wasn't dark enough. Now, Van Gogh used black a lot. And he liked to outline things with black. And that has got a definite appeal, and it's amazing. I know my mentor I mentioned earlier, Shane, he did paintings for a long period. He did just black and white paintings and used no colors at all. And that was really dramatic. He used the various values between black and gray. So ponder that. There's no right or wrong, but in terms of being dark enough, do we have to be that dark? If raw umber and ultramarine and violet, maybe a bit of Viridian. I don't think I mentioned Viridian earlier. Throw that into your black mix. You will get a pretty dramatic black if you do mix all of your darkest darks. And every dark will then be slightly different because it's a variety of colors, not just one black tube. So I like that a lot. I like that it's not going to be all the same black throughout your painting. I like that. And why does it have to be so dark? One lady commented yesterday that she likes to use black on occasion to make it even darker than you would if you didn't use black. And I'm pondering Carl Runges, who happens to be one of the, in my opinion, one of the best mountain painters there is. And if you don't know him, please do look him up. His name is Carl Runges, Rungius. He lived and painted in Banff. The largest collection of paintings is at the Glenbow Museum, and they don't exhibit them a whole lot. The Glenbow is currently in renovations, but I had the great pleasure of seeing many of his original pieces. And the reason I bring him up today is because he not only did not use black, to my knowledge, maybe he did. If he did, I'm mistaken. But for the majority of his paintings, he didn't even use his darkest darks. And he had this amazing ability of using a very small value scale, and it was incredible. And I am not sure, I've been painting for nearly 30 years, and I'm not sure how he did it and succeeded, because it's quite remarkable how he could have a value scale so narrow. He didn't go dark. He was a genius. So I want to know your opinion about his work and what you think about it. Because he not only didn't use blacks, but he didn't use the darkest darks on his palette. Phenomenal work, and I want you to check it out. Now, Van Gogh was known for his color, and yet he used black. So there's no right or wrong. It's all in what you want and feel and how you think about things. Yeah, that's my deal. That's how I think. For me, I like mixing my own blacks because I have control, and I'm a bit of a purist that way. There's Payne's Gray is a whole other thing, and I know artists that absolutely love Payne's Gray. It's the end all be all. But from my understanding, Payne's Gray is just a mixture of a whole bunch of pigments. So I'm not a fan of that. That kind of goes against my purist color methodology. But that's not saying that that's right either. It's just my opinion, okay? So no right, no wrong. So drop me a note in the comments and let me know your opinion on the black. Do you use black? Do you mix your own? And which do you like better? If you are a believer in black, I want to ask you to try mixing your own blacks and see what happens. See if you can succeed without black. And if that works for you, let me know. If it doesn't work, let me know. What are your thoughts? Does it give you the look you're needing or not? because I love mixing grays. You can mix amazing grays with those darks as well. So don't think you can't have grays. Okay, let me know, and I will see you back here, same time, same place next week. Have a good one, everyone.